Authorities in Washington state have been fighting the state's largest wildfire nonstop for almost 2 months. It's called the Bear Gulch Fire. It's burned 9,000 acres since early July. Officials say it's only 13% contained. It is so big, they've had to rely on contract firefighters. But a group of those firefighters who were battling the blaze had to take a 3-hour timeout from their work on Wednesday. You see, their camp was raided by Border Patrol officials, and they were lined up and told to show their IDs.
Nice.
We got hit, guys.
That's all right. Tribal member. Yeah, we got pulled over by ICE. Crazy, dude. We got members from the tribe of Umatilla, Cayuse, and Walla Walla. This is crazy, man. Look at that. Post it up. We have a different crew over here. Talk to the bosses. And I guess La Migra.
Imagine risking your life battling the largest wildfire in Washington state, only to have your camp raided by Border Patrol. That's exactly what happened to a group of firefighters at the Bear Gulch Fire. Let's break this down.
You heard people on the scene claim that at least some of those firefighters were Native Americans, indigenous volunteers. They got raided. State officials confirm it. Now, those Border Patrol officers ultimately arrested 2 of the firefighters. It's not clear why. According to reporting by the Seattle Times, one of the firefighters said members of the crew were told not to take video of the incident. You risked your life out here to save the community, the firefighter said. This is how they treat us. Another firefighter said they were denied the chance to say goodbye to the detained crew members. I asked him if his family can say goodbye to him because they're family and they're just ripping them away, the firefighter told the Times. And this is what he said. You need to get the blank out of here. I'm going to make you leave.
Yes, you heard that right. Firefighters, many of them Native American volunteers, were lined up and told to show IDs. Border Patrol eventually arrested 2 of them, though officials haven't explained why.
As the Times notes, it's unusual for federal border agents to make arrests during the fighting of an active fire, the largest in the state of Washington, especially in a remote area. In fact, a Biden-era policy bans most immigration enforcement at natural disaster sites, but here we are. Trump and his supporters, Vance says this all the time, they constantly push this line that you either care about Americans or you care about immigrants, not both. But it's racist garbage. We're an interconnected society of human beings who depend on each other to survive and thrive. And there's not some neat line you can cleave between Americans and foreigners. We just have neighbors and communities.
Think about that. Crews risking their lives to protect communities from a massive wildfire, and instead of support, they get raided. According to the Seattle Times, some firefighters were even told not to record the incident.
Trump World says that's bunk, that there's just 2 sides. Trump World says that to make America great again, you need armed federal officers roaming streets and businesses and Home Depot parking lots in search of people to disappear, and now raids on camps of firefighters as they literally battle the largest wildfire in the American Northwest. Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and Stephen Miller and their ilk are going to burn the country to the ground if that's what it takes so they can rule over the ashes.
Here's the bigger picture. This raid didn't just disrupt firefighting. It sent a chilling message. These are people protecting homes and lives, and they were treated like criminals. At the end of the day, wildfires don't care about immigration status. Communities depend on firefighters, period.